Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Hope you are all fine. Our lesson today is the geometric sequences. About the geometric sequence, the main two objectives today that we have: first, to recognize and extend geometric sequences. Number two, to find the nth term of any geometric sequence. The two main vocabulary in this lesson is, of course, the geometric sequence and the common ratio. Okay. In the first slide, we can see that the geometric sequence is that sequence where the ratio of the successive terms is the same number r. This same number r called the common ratio. What I mean is, look at this example. In example 1a, find the next three terms in each geometric sequence. As you can see, the first term is 1, then it becomes 3, then 9, then 27. I think you all can guess that we are multiplying by 3. If we multiply 1 by 3, we will get 3, and 3 by 3 is 9, and also 9 by 3 is 27. Now this fixed number, we call it the common ratio. How to find the common ratio? We can find the value of r by dividing each term by the one before it. For example, 3 divided by 1, 3 divided by 1 is equal to 3, 9 divided by 3 is equal also to 3, and 27 divided by 3 is also 27 divided by 9 is also equal to 3. So the value of the common ratio is equal to 3. Now, how to find the next three terms? Of course, you have to multiply, to do the same as in the sequence, to multiply the last term, which is 27, by 3 to get 81, and then multiply also 81 by 3 to get 243, multiply by 3 to get 729. These are the three next terms of this sequence. Okay. In the second example, as you can see, we started from negative 16, then 4, then negative 1, then 1 over 4. To check if it is a geometric sequence, we have to do the first step, which is find the value of r. Find the value of r. How to find the value of r? By dividing, as we said before, dividing the term by the term before, the one before it. So if you divide here 4 divided by negative 16, we will get negative 1 over 4. Also, if we divide negative 1 divided by 4, we will get also negative 1 over 4. 1 over 4 divided by negative 1, we will get also negative 1 over 4. So the common ratio here R is negative 1 over 4, and it is a geometric sequence. Okay, now to find the other three terms, next terms in this sequence, we will multiply by the negative 4, which is the common ratio, to get the next three terms. So the last term is 1 over 4, multiply by negative 1 over 4 to get negative 1 over 16, and by 1 over 4, you will get 1 over 64, negative 1 over 256. It is also the last term after we multiplied by negative 1 over 4. Now, okay, if you please, open your copybook and try to solve, check it out well. As you can see, you have here two sequences, geometric sequence. Try to solve them. After you finished solving the two questions before, or the check it out one, now try to know how can we find, we will try to know how can we find the nth term. For example, if I want to find the 10th term, the term number 10 or the term number 20 sometimes. It is too much. We can't multiply by the same number, so it will be a very big number, or sometimes it will be a very small number as a fraction and you will make mistakes. So here they told you that in this sequence we can say that the position of the term is term number 1, term number 2, term number 3, term number 4. These are the input. The position is the input. Input, which is x that we took before. And the term itself is the output. The term itself is the output, which is y. So between any x and y, here we can write an equation. Equation or relation between x and y to get any term we want to find. This is an example, This is an example of how we found the nth term in this table. Read it carefully and see how did we find it. In this example, we know, or in any other example, we can see that if I want to find the nth term in the formula here, if I want to find the nth term, then we represent it by an. An is equal to a1. A1 is the first term, as you can see, multiplied by r, which is the common ratio that we found before, raised to the power of n minus 1. How we will apply this? Let's see this example. How to find the nth term of any geometric sequence. In this example 2, section A, the first term of a geometric sequence is 128. This is the first term, which is a1, and the common ratio is 0.5, which is r. What is the 10th term? The 10th term of the sequence, 10th term means the n is equal to 10. So let's go back for this formula. This is the formula that we got before. Here an is equal to a1 times r raised to the power of n minus 1. An, as we said, the 10th term, it means that n is equal to 10. So a10, we substitute the n now, and we substitute the a1, which is the first term. We substitute the ratio, the common ratio, which is r. Now it is equal to a1, 128 in green, multiplied by the ratio, the common ratio, which is 0.5 in blue, raised to the power of 10 minus 1. 10 is n again. Now this one, find the answer of this, then you will get 0.25. This is the 10th term in this sequence. In section B, for geometric sequence, if the first term is 8 and the common ratio is r, find the fifth term of this sequence. Again, we write the formula an equal to a1 multiplied by r raised to the power of n minus 1. Then we substitute the n, which is the position of the term 5, and the a1, which is the first term, equal to 8, as you can see in the question. And again, n is equal to 5 minus 1. The ratio is 3. The common ratio is 3. Put all numbers, then simplify and find the last answer. This will be the fifth term in this sequence. Okay, the last example here in this lesson that we have to know, what is the 13th term of the geometric sequence 8, negative 16, 32, negative 64? Look here, they did not give you the common ratio directly, and also they didn't tell you anything about the sequence. You have to see and you have to guess what are the things that we have to substitute in the formula. 8, as you can see, this is the first term, of course, which is A1. Now, to know the common ratio, as we did in example number 1, we have to divide the term by the one before. Negative 16 divided by 8, it is negative 2. 32 divided by negative 16, also negative 2. Negative 64 divided by 32, again it is negative 2. So the value of R is negative 2. So we again write the formula and start to substitute. N is the position of the term that they want, which is the 13th term. Here, A13 is equal to 8, which is the first term, A1, multiplied by the common ratio that we found, negative 2, all raised to the power of 13 minus 1. 13 is N. Simplify, then find the last answer. This is the 13th term of the sequence, of this sequence. Okay, after you understood, inshallah, the example or the examples, if you please try to solve, check it out too in your copy book. Thanks for listening. And this here in the last slide, you have the answers of the check it outs. Try not to look at the answers. Solve it alone and check your answer. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. والله بس